It's midnight and you're tuning into Nightline with me, Nurin Razmyn. The top stories. No one beyond my radar, including MACC, says Sultan Ibrahim. And Prime Minister urges Malaysians to turn differences into strength, not division. Good morning. Yang di-Pertua Agong Sultan Ibrahim and the Raja Permaisuri Agong Raja Zarith Sofia have extended Chinese New Year greetings to Malaysians celebrating the festival. In a social media post on Sultan Ibrahim's page on Monday, the royal couple expressed hope that Chinese New Year would be celebrated in an atmosphere of joy, harmony and unity. The King and Queen wished that this Chinese New Year celebration also bring continued happiness, well-being and prosperity to the nation. According to the lunar calendar, Chinese New Year marks the year of the horse, symbolizing energy, resilience and success. Also on Monday, the Prime Minister, in his Chinese New Year message, said that the festival serves as a reminder of prosperity, hope, and the strength to move forward with confidence. Hence, differences in opinion should be viewed as opportunities to strengthen mutual respect, reject prejudice, and embrace dialogue, negotiation, and prudence. Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim said in this year of the horse, diligence, courage and determination are celebrated alongside the call to act with wisdom and moderation. Anwar also cited Confucius, noting that the harmony arises when people respect and understand one another. This, according to him, is the foundation that enables a multicultural society to live together peacefully, despite differences in culture and beliefs. The Prime Minister expressed confidence that Malaysia will continue to progress as long as harmony, respect and compassion remain guiding principles. Anwar wished that this year bring well-being and prosperity to all Malaysians. The Chinese New Year reunion dinner, or Nian Yi Fan, is a cherished tradition held on Lunar New Year's Eve, when families gather to strengthen bonds and share a feast. In this report, I explore how each dish served at the table carries deep cultural symbolism, expressing hopes and blessings for the year ahead. In Chinese tradition, meaning is often embedded in a dish's name, presentation, and even the way it is eaten. From the kitchen to the table, every stage of preparation carries symbolic significance.
You know, Chinese tradition, also in terms of everything else, there's always significance of dishes and what they mean.
One of the most important dishes at any reunion dinner is fish, or yu, which sounds like the word for surplus, symbolizing abundance and prosperity. It is customary to leave some uneaten, a gesture believed to ensure leftover wealth, good fortune, and good health in the coming year. Another staple is whole chicken. Served intact, it represents the hope that families will remain together, whole and harmonious. Other vegetables, such as broccoli served in a rich crab roe sauce, symbolize growth and renewal, while the golden sauce also signifies abundance in the year ahead. Another strong symbol of prosperity is found in dishes made with black moss or fat choy.
So a classic Chinese dish that everybody will serve during Chinese New Year is ho si fat choy, because it sounds like, so it's a dish of dried oysters and the black moss. So dried oysters is ho si. It sounds like ho si, good things, everything good, okay? Fat choy. Of course, the black moss is fat choy, so it sounds exactly like fat choy, which is to prosper.
In Malaysia, the reunion dinner is often accompanied by E-Cig, a colorful dish of shredded vegetables and fresh ingredients, including raw fish, carrots, and crushed peanuts. The ingredients are tossed together in a lively ritual that symbolizes the lifting of fortune and success for the year ahead. As the meal draws to a close, desserts continue the tradition of meaning and symbolism. Nian Gao, often served with shredded coconut, signifies career advancement and personal growth, while red bean soup with glutinous rice balls, or tang yuan, represents unity and completeness, bringing the evening full circle. For many families, the reunion dinner remains the heart of the celebration, drawing loved ones home no matter where they may be.
So when it comes to Chinese New Year reunion dinner, no matter how busy, how demanding work can be, family dinner is always a priority.
To us, family reunion dinner is a very memorable and festive moment for us because it's very important that we take some time off during our busy lives to come together to reconnect and enjoy a festive moment.
Here in Malaysia, Chinese New Year dishes reflects tradition and local culture. And while traditions may evolve, the symbolism behind these foods continues to bring families together year after year. Nurin, Razmyn, The Nightline, TV3.
In other news, Yang di-Pertuan Agong Sultan Ibrahim has warned that more individuals are under his radar as part of a no-compromise mission to combat corruption across all government departments and agencies. In a statement issued via the Royal Press Office, the king said corruption is a betrayal of the people's trust and will not be tolerated in the country's administration. In a social media posting on Monday, Sultan Ibrahim said fighting corruption not only focuses on a handful of departments or only on those who give and receive bribes, but also those in the Royal Malaysia Police, the Immigration Department of Malaysia, the Royal Malaysian Customs Department, and many others. The king said regardless of ranks, the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission is not exempt. Sultan Ibrahim also stressed that anti-corruption efforts must not be cosmetic or mere rhetoric, as no one is above the law. He added that if any officer fails to carry out their responsibilities with integrity, transfers should be carried out without delay. The king said he has other alternatives. If there are officers who are unable to fulfill their trust honestly, opportunity should be given to those who are more qualified and clean to carry out the responsibility. Meanwhile, the MACC has opened an investigation into an agreement between the Malaysian government and foreign company estimated to be worth 1.1 billion ringgit. The probe follows several complaints lodged by non-governmental organization NGOs over the agreement, which was allegedly concluded in haste and on terms said to be unfavorable, potentially impacting the government. According to sources, based on the complaints and documents submitted by several parties, MACC also obtained related documents from the Economy Ministry on February 13th. Sources added that the case concerns the alleged leakage of government funds involving a substantial allocation of 1.1 billion ringgit. Preliminary information suggests that the proposal did not receive approval from the Finance Ministry and the Investment, Trade and Industry Ministry, yet the agreement was allegedly finalized in a rush manner. Sources said this will be verified through statements from key witnesses involved. At the same time, several people were allegedly appointed to senior positions within the company after leaving the ministry concerned. This raises questions of possible conflict of interest and warrants further scrutiny. Further action includes calling several witnesses, including the Ministry's Secretary General, to record statements regarding the implementation of the agreement. MACC Deputy Chief Commissioner for Operations, Datuk Seri Ahmad Kushairi Yahya, confirmed the matter, but declined to elaborate further. Certain individuals facing bankruptcy can now apply for discharge online with approval granted within 36 days. This is implemented through the Second Chance Fast Track Policy Discharge Program, which aims to expedite recovery for affected groups. The second phase of the initiative was launched by the government on Monday. It focuses on 4 main categories identified as common causes of bankruptcy, namely single mothers or fathers, victims of financial fraud, buyers of abandoned properties, and microloan borrowers.
Komitmen daripada application tu, kalau dia dapat permohonan tu, prosesan tu akan dalam masa 36 hari. Jadi ini kita lihat sebagai satu pendekatan yang memang dilihat untuk menggalakkan peluang kedua bagi pemohon-pemohon.
The program is not restricted by age or specific time limits. Instead, eligibility is based on the applicant's bankruptcy circumstances. Last year, the Insolvency Department resolved 204,487 cases, surpassing the government's target of 200,000. Meanwhile, in 2024, 176,851 cases were discharged, also exceeding that year's target of 140,000.
Media Prima Berhad has handed over 348,000 ringgit to the Selangor state government to be distributed to the victims of the Putra Heights gas pipeline explosion. The contribution was raised through public donations via the NSTP Media Prima Disaster Fund. The funds were handed over by Group Chairman Datuk Seri Dr. Syed Hussein Aljunid to Selangor State Secretary Datuk Ahmad Fazli Ahmad Tajuddin in Shah Alam on Monday. It will be channeled to all victims whose homes were completely destroyed in the incident, helping to expedite the rebuilding process. On April 1st last year, at least 538 people were displaced when the gas pipeline exploded, damaging the surrounding homes in the area. Police have seized e-cigarettes and vape products worth nearly 9 million ringgit in a major operation targeting over 140 premises nationwide, which began last Tuesday. The crackdown was launched in response to the widespread unauthorized sale of such products and the proliferation of vaping among students. Bukit Aman Internal Security and Public Order Department's Acting Director, Datuk Fizul Saleh, said 154 premises were inspected during coordinated raids across 13 states, with 141 found to have committed various offences. The operation, dubbed Op E-Cig Mega, led to the seizure of 4.69 million ringgit worth of vape liquid and 4.11 million ringgit worth of devices. Compounds totaling more than 330,000 ringgit were also issued to the premises owners. Authorities also inspected 181 individuals and arrested 4 people for obstructing public servants and immigration violations.
Meanwhile, Fizul said the use of vape among teenagers and school students is becoming increasingly worrying. This is due to the widespread sale of these products, including online, which provides easy access for youth to purchase them despite existing bans prohibiting sales to anyone under 18.
Yang di-highlightkan masalah pelajar-pelajar sekolah membawa vape ke sekolah dan ianya tidak boleh cikgu nak periksa, disimpan, senang saja. Benda itu bukan kadang-kadang benda itu sekecil saja, dibawa ke sekolah dan digunakan.
Besides enforcement, he also emphasized the dangers of vaping for teenagers, warning that it can have long-term effects on their health.
In Selangor, 2 University Technology Mara UiTM Shah Alam lecturers were injured after a tree fell onto the MPV they were travelling in along Persiaran Tun Arsyad Ayub in Section 7. Both were rushed to the Shah Alam Hospital for treatment following the terrifying ordeal.
The Selangor Fire and Rescue Department was alerted to the incident at about 12:11 p.m. and dispatched a team of 12 firefighters to the scene. Upon arrival, the team found a tree had toppled onto a black MPV, pinning 2 women inside. The victims were safely extricated, with a 39-year-old woman suffering head and facial injuries, while a 42-year-old woman sustained waist injuries. UiTM Vice-Chancellor Professor Datuk Dr. Sharin Sahib said the victims were identified as Nur Shahida Abdul Aziz and Sharina Fairuz Abdul Manaf from the Faculty of Chemical Engineering. He added that both victims remain conscious despite their injuries and are currently receiving treatment and monitoring in the critical zone at Shah Alam Hospital. The Employees Provident Fund, EPF, is expected to deliver a dividend rate between 6.3% and 6.5% for 2025. Economist Muhammad Afzanizam Abdul Rashid said for the year 2024, the EPF declared a dividend rate of 6.3% for both its conventional and Sharia savings accounts. He said based on the EPF's 9-month 2025 performance, which recorded an 11% increase in gross investment income, the retirement fund remains on track to post a respectable dividend payout for the year. The EPF's conservative and responsible investment selection criteria have enabled it to optimize its risk-return trade-off. The economist added that its exposure to global markets, totaling about 38%, as well as its greater allocation to fixed income assets, provide a well-balanced asset mix and geographical diversification, and this helps to minimize portfolio risk while maximizing investment returns. Now, foreign investors remain net buyers on Bursa Malaysia for a 6th straight week, with inflows exceeding 377 million ringgit. The figure is 25 times higher than the 15 million ringgit recorded the week before. According to MBSB Investment Bank, the financial services, transportation and construction sectors saw the highest foreign inflows. Meanwhile, the healthcare, technology and plantation sectors recorded the largest outflows. Local institutions registered net outflows of more than 211 million ringgit, while local retail investors saw net outflows of over 165 million ringgit. Luxury SUV driver charged over couple's death. This and more after this break.
Pernah tak alami microsleep?
Pernah, Fetri.
Dan situasi ini berlaku apabila otak kita terpadam seketika walaupun mata terbuka mengundang bahaya diri dan orang lain.
Istimewa sambutan Tahun Baharu Cina dengan pelbagai perkongsian menarik.
Duduk di bandar ni tegur-tegurlah jiran, berulah rasa lebih mesra.
Menjelang bulan Ramadan banyak-banyaklah bersabar dan jangan marah-marah.
Dah tengok harga buffet ke?
Mahal kan? Elakkan pembaziran di bulan Ramadan.
Isnin hingga Jumaat.
Eksklusif ditonton
Dan TV3.
Akak rasa Damai tak payahlah nak masuk campur kehidupan Mikael, ya?
Akak, sekarang ni Mikael tu takkan happy lah dengan Mel.
Mula. Tapi sekarang ni kita tahu benda dah mula. Hubungan cinta roller coaster ni kena stop. You have to end it. You understand?
Aku kena plan baik-baik. No mistakes. Aku betul-betul usaha nak dapatkan Mel.
My Stolen First Love, Minggu akhir, Jumaat dan Sabtu 9 malam di Lestari TV3 dan stream sekarang melalui Tonton.
Sini, naik sini. Jangan ke sana, sini.
Siling rumah jadi tempat persembunyian parti.
Kau boleh tak atas? Kau cakap dengan aku. Ha? Mana korang lagi?
Tiada dokumen sah sehingga nekat merisikokan nyawa.
Saya takutlah, Kak. Yelah. Saya tak tahulah kat sini ada macam ni lah.
Saksikan 999 Selasa jam 9 malam di TV3 dan stream sekarang melalui Tonton.
Awak netizen tu.
Okey, panas guys.
Kenapa panas? Bersangka buruk. Baik.
Kutuk dulu kena kongkong tu.
Ya.
Jangan main fitnah je netizen.
Tak saya yang marah, orang lain yang marah kan?
Gaduh.
Tak, bukan.
Panas. Wah, deng. Jangan lupa
saksikan Melodi setiap hari Khamis pukul 9 malam di TV3.
Dan stream juga melalui tonton.
Unlocking the future of business.
From industry evolutions to policy changes, we go beyond the headlines.
Deep insights, sharp analysis.
Understanding the forces driving tomorrow's economy.
Key financial insights that drive decisions.
This is Money Matters, every Saturday, 5 p.m.
Only on TV3 and stream now on Tonton.
Malu adik saya ni macam mana? Hari saya menikah dengan Rena.
Saya takkan pernah anggap awak suami saya sampai bila-bila.
Itulah. Dulu orang suruh belajar, tak nak belajar.
Betul ke kau kena kahwin?
Aku tak nak cakap hal tu sekarang ni.
Aku nak luahkan perasaan.
Daus, aku ni.
Aku suka kau.
I tengok tadi pun you dengan Ustaz kan macam tak ada chemistry. I haven't said yes.
Di Cerekerama TV3 Sabtu ini 10 malam dan stream sekarang melalui Tonton.
Welcome back. The Royal Malaysian Customs Department has thwarted 3 attempts to smuggle cannabis and cocaine via courier services, with the total value of the seizures estimated at 1.49 million ringgit. KLIA Customs Director Zulkifli Muhammad said the seizures were made during 2 separate operations on January 5th and 28th at the airport's mail and courier centres. The packages were believed to have been intended for export to 2 separate European countries. In a separate development, Customs also seized over 145 kilograms of unlicensed metal at Port Klang on January 19th. Additionally, Customs raided 3 premises in Sentul and Petaling Jaya on January 28th, suspected of selling electric vehicles and e-bikes without valid import permits. The raids led to the confiscation of 21 units of 3-wheeled EVs and e-bikes with a total estimated value of more than 83,000 ringgit. All cases are under investigation and further action will be taken in accordance with existing legal provisions. In Pahang, the driver of a luxury SUV has been charged at the Temerloh Magistrates Court for allegedly driving under the influence and causing a fatal crash. The accused, Sean Lau Wee Hong, however, pleaded not guilty after the charge was read to him before Magistrate Anis Adlina Abu Johan. Sean, a 28-year-old durian farmer, was accused of driving under the influence of alcohol and causing the death of R. Mathialagan, aged 35, and his wife S. Satya Sivam, aged 33. The offence allegedly took place at 12:55 a.m. on Saturday along kilometre 134 of Jalan Kuala Lumpur, Kuantan. The accused faces a maximum penalty of 15 years jail and a fine of up to 100,000 ringgit upon conviction. The court set bail at 10,000 ringgit and fixed April 7th for case mention. The couple were found burnt to death after their car caught fire following the crash. The vehicle is believed to have been hit from behind by the luxury SUV after the driver lost control. Over in Johor, a company director has pleaded not guilty at the Johor Bahru Sessions Court to 5 counts of criminal breach of trust involving 465,500 ringgit belonging to a car dealership. Under 3 of the charges, Sahila Abdul Rahim, age 42, was accused of dishonestly causing a woman to dispose of company funds through checks and bank transfers. The checks, worth 155,000 ringgit, were allegedly from payments for the sale of vehicle import permits under the accused's name. She is also accused of causing the same individual to transfer more than 235,000 ringgit into her bank account. The offences were allegedly committed between August 2020 and February 2021. The court set bail at 12,000 ringgit and fixed April 3rd for case mention. Accused Bondi Beach gunman faces court for the first time. The details when Nightline returns.
Kira-kira janggal tak kalau wanita yang mengambil langkah pertama?
Tak salah pergi cari timba.
Kemeriahan Tahun Baharu Cina.
Aneka menu istimewa kami bawakan pada hari Selasa.
Awak mesti tak sabar nak berpuasa di bulan Ramadan, kan?
Apa agaknya antara menu sahur kita?
Ada yang bergelar ibu buat kali pertama, ada juga yang berpuasa kali pertama.
Ramadan pertama membawa 1000 makna.
Kehilangan bukan sekadar rindu.
Antara redha dan juga bahagia.
Semuanya tidak boleh try TV3
dan stream sekarang ditonton.
Sibuk kerja bukan sibuk buat benda lain pun.
Busy dengan kerja ke? Busy dengan benda lain?
Bini kau tak sihat, terbaring di atas katil. Why, Farhan? Why? Kenapa selalu Sheila? I'm pregnant.
Biar betul.
Nak you balik sekarang juga. Or else baby dah perut ni mati.
Pasal kedudukan dengan suami orang. Mana I nak letak muka I kalau isteri Farhan tahu pasal ni?
Bisik Asmara, Isnin hingga Khamis 10 malam di Samarinda TV3.
Orang di antara rasul-rasul yang berada di atas jalan Tuhan yang
Rasul Melayu ni cakap minum arak bukan sesuatu yang salah.
Dia menyatakan kita tak perlu nak sembahyang hanya sekadar untuk melakukan kebaikan.
Jika itu benar-benar Rasulullah, itu kita ada Rasul. Rasul tugas dia memimpin manusia tersebut.
Saya pun tak rasa vibe Rasul lah yang dia cuba persuade kita tentang kerasulan dia ke. Tak adalah.
Adik minta maaf. Adik nak cuba je.
Kau ni memalukan aku tau.
Biar orang buat apa dengan kita sekalipun, kita kena selalu doakan yang baik-baik untuk diorang.
Saya akan pastikan abang balik sebelum Ramadan takhir. Abang akan sahur, buka puasa dengan Lina.
Saya nak tahu, suami saya dekat mana sekarang?
Aku nak kau lupakan anak aku, Idham.
Slot wayang setiap Jumaat di TV3 dan stream sekarang melalui Tonton.
Wanita penuh tempo, penuh cerita. Inilah Nona, inspirasi bertemu realiti. Setiap warna mempunyai keupayaan membangkitkan pelbagai mood dan emosi. Semoga istirahat anda memberi makna yang indah walau tempohnya hanya seketika. Dan terus setia sejam bersama kami kerana Nona, inspirasi wanita untuk semua. Nona di TV3 dan stream ditonton.
Hai semua, Assalamualaikum. Saya Elvira Loy. Saya lah umami untuk musim kali ni.
Kita orang nak pergi jogging.
I call all the fish, okay?
Oh, macam ni lah. Bila anak you umur 7 tahun, you kena layan je dia punya imajinasi.
Baby.
Mami got a fish. Yes. Jangan lupa saksikan Oh Mami di TV3 setiap Sabtu 7 malam dan stream juga melalui Tonton.
We're back with news from the foreign front. Heavy rain and strong winds disrupted flights, trains and ferries, forcing the closure of roads across large parts of New Zealand's North Island on Monday, while snapping power links to tens of thousands. According to authorities, more than 30,000 properties were without power, including about 10,000 customers in Wellington, while several schools were closed as emergency crews tackled widespread damage. Domestic media reported a few flights had resumed operating by afternoon from the airport in Wellington, although cancellations were still widespread after airport authorities said most morning flights were disrupted. The storm is forecast to bring heavy rains as it heads for the east coast of the South Island on Tuesday, with authorities warning of further disruption. In India, at least 7 workers were killed, while 4 others were injured in a chemical factory fire in Rajasthan state on Monday. The incident took place in the Kerthal Tijara district's Biwadi's town, about 90 kilometers from Delhi. Authorities said the factory in the Kushkera industrial area was licensed to manufacture garments, but explosives and firecrackers were being produced illegally on the premises. Most of the workers were believed to have come from the states of Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. Accused Bondi Beach gunman Naveed Akram faced court for the first time on Monday, 2 months after he and his father allegedly carried out Australia's worst mass shooting in almost 30 years. The 24-year-old appeared in a Sydney court for about 5 minutes via video link from prison. He faces 59 charges relating to the Bondi Beach shooting, including 15 counts of murder and 1 of committing a terrorist attack. Naveed and his father, Sajid, allegedly attacked a Hanukkah event at the famous beach on 14th December, killing 15 people and injuring more than 40. Sajid, 50, was shot dead by police at the scene, while Naveed was critically injured and later transferred from hospital to prison. Akram is next due in court in April. Switching to sports now, Johor Motorsports Racing JMR enjoyed a strong debut with the Chevrolet Corvette after finishing second in the Pro-Am class at the Intercontinental GT Challenge season opening, the Bathurst 12-hour in Australia on Sunday. Competing in the Chevrolet Corvette Z06 GT3R, JMR finished 14th overall after completing 261 laps of the Mount Panorama circuit in New South Wales. The Pro-Am lineup of Tunku Panglima of Johor, Tunku Abdul Rahman Sultan Ibrahim, and Tunku Putra Johor, Tunku Abu Bakar Sultan Ibrahim, together with Jordan Love and Ben Green, climbed from mid-grid to Pro-Am P2 within the opening stages and maintained their position to secure the podium.
Saya betul bersyukur dan bangga juga dapat race bersama dengan adik saya Tunku Abu Bakar dan untuk kali pertama dia buat Bathurst 12 hour dan terus dapat podium.
JMR will be vying for another podium finish in the second round of the Intercontinental GT Challenge at Nürburgring in Germany from May 14th to 17th. While painting can be a challenge for many, imagine attempting to complete one underwater. That's exactly what artist Olga Belka did, creating a stunning painting for Chinese New Year while submerged off the coast of Thailand's Koh Tao. Nightline wishes all of our viewers who are celebrating Chinese New Year Gong Xi Fa Choi. I'm Nurin Razmyn. Thank you for tuning in and stay safe.